Hi, how's it going everyone? Welcome to another Django tutorial. In today's video, I'll be taking you through pagination in Django. So I've got a Django project set up, and in my project, I've got an app that I've added with the table of participants. Now I've got 10 participants listed here, and what I want to do is that each request to get participants, I want to return like maybe 2 participants per request. So if we go into my Django project, this is my model. It's got a name, surname, email, mobile, and the date in which this participant was added to the table. Now, in my view, I'm basically returning all the participants that I have in the table. So to get started with pagination, let me head over to the documentation here. First, we'll need to import paginator. So from django.core.paginator, we'll go ahead and import that. Then once we have that, we'll get all our participants. So we'll call participants.objects.all. And then from here, we need to specify how many participants we want in each request. And to do that, we basically create a paginator. And then this paginator will first take a parameter, which is the participants that we've got here, so all our participants. And then the second parameter is where we specify how many participants should be returned per request. So in my case, I want 2. Now, when we request to get participants, we need to specify which page of the paginator we want. So each page will consist of 2 participants in this case. So when I call get participants, it will get like 2 participants of the first page, and then the next request, it will get the other page, and so on and so on. So in this case, I'll create another variable. Let me put it up here. So it will be page. So this will be passed along from our request, and I'll do an example in just a second. So now here we get the page object, so the page of which we want. So in this case, for example, I have 10, 10 participants. That means if I'm getting 2 participants each request, I'll have basically 5 pages. So the first page will be these 2, second page, third page, fourth page, and then the 5th page. So I'll have a total of 5 pages. And then from here, we get the data. And to do that, just going back here, we'll call that. So here we're calling our paginator that we just created, and then we're getting the number of the page that we want. So it'll be page, right? And then from here, what we return back to our users will be the page object, which is this one here. And then I'll just need to serialize my page object as well. So I've already imported serialize from django.core.serializer. I'll just copy that, and then I'll just serialize that. Python. Now from here, I can go into Postman. Let me just copy the URL. So I've already created my URLs here. So to get participants, I just need to call get participants. And then along with that, I need to pass my page. So we'll get the first page. So we'll get the first page in this case, it'll be 1. So that means it will only return the first 2 results. And then if I click send, so as you can see, we're getting participant 1 and participant 2. And then if I go on to fetch the second page, we should return participant 3 and 4. Then click send. There you go. So we're getting participant 3 and 4. So in your front end, what you would have, let's say you were building out your front end, you have a table that's listing these 2 participants. You would have, like at the bottom, you would have a count which will keep track of what page you're on and the total number of pages in your paginator. And to get the total number of pages, what we can do is simply come back here and then create a variable called total number of pages. And then to get the total number of pages, we'll call our paginator variable that we have here. And then num pages, and then we can pass this along as well as our result. Then if I create a request again, so total number of pages that we have is 5, and currently we are on page 2. So we pass this page, our current page, as a parameter, but the total number of pages we have is 3. So in your front end from here, you build out the logic to navigate to your 3rd page, your 4th page, and finally the 5th page, and back and forth. So here we can go on and get the 3rd page, which is applicant 5, 6, and then we can go on again, get the 4th page, which will give us applicant 7, or participant 7 and participant 8, sorry. And then the last page will give us the last 2, so 9 and 10. Yeah, and that's pretty much it with the paginator in Django. You can go through the documentation to see everything else that you can do with the pagination feature in Django. Cheers for now.